Zulu 1-5 control. Yeah, can I have another Zulu 2 with the food canteen to assist with the shoplift?
We've just had a call come in for suspected theft of an item. It's a female. 2 guards are heading up there at the moment to make the stop.
As they approach, there's no escape.
Yeah, just at McDonald's.
With Les following the suspect's every move and Phil approaching from the other direction, it's the classic pincer movement.
Phil's there now.
Follow me, please. Come over here out the way. We'll be seizing all this lot, okay?
And although she claims she's paid for all the items, she doesn't seem to have the correct receipts.
Zulu 1-5 control.
Yeah, I've got you on.
We believe this may be a theft. The alarm tags are still on, and the receipt does not match the goods. Okay, let's follow me then. Let's go back to you. Delta 1 control, we're now going to bring her back to the shop to confirm shoplifting with their receipt.
And they've returned to the store.
So did you pay for that?
I don't know if I paid or not. I don't know. I just took out. I don't know if I paid. I paid.
You can't pay for it. You've shoplifted, therefore you've committed an offence.
I shoplifted.
Yeah.
You do hear some elaborate stories. It's just, just hold your hands up and admit that you've taken something.
Okay, so apparently the female has the stock. She has some pyjamas worth about £60. So it's a definite theft.
At this moment in time, then you're being detained, okay?
How long do you take?
It will take as long as it takes. If you want to get arsey with it, we'll get a bit more arsey with you. If you walked out the shop without paying for goods, therefore you be the criminal offence. Yeah, so don't take the high ground with me how long it's going to take. It'll take as long as I make it. Yeah, but I'll make it take.
Whether she likes it or not, she's going back to the holding room. For shoplifters and pickpockets, the streets of London are paved with gold.
Hello? What's up?
But undercover detectives Steve and Adam have been brought in by stores to spearhead the fight back. But they're not police. They're part of TMI's prolific crimes team.
You haven't got consent, pirate. In a minute, you've both been detained on suspicion of theft, alright?
And tonight, they're on the case of a suspected shoplifter who's been stopped by security staff at one of the capital's most exclusive stores.
It's taken various food items, completely random stuff, but it totals just over £270. The store staff were already watching him and saw that he'd left the store without paying for the items. Therefore, they detained him for it and called us, and rightly so.
With the suspected theft coming in at over the £200 threshold for police involvement, this case could escalate.
So, £270, 80p.
Yeah.
Are you ready to pay for it?
Am I leaving with her?
Yeah, you will leave with it.
Yes.
So that means that we have to call the police. Then it goes into a criminal record.
But am I being banned from the shop or not?
Yeah, you've been banned.
So, even if I pay, I'm still banned?
Yes, sir.
I come here like every day.
Shoplifters come in all shapes and sizes, and a suspect who does his everyday shopping at one of the country's most exclusive stores proves the point.
There's no standard shoplifter. We get people from all walks of life. We get people that are suited and booted, and we'll get sort of people that are sort of homeless, drug users, and everyone in between.
What if it gets into the press?
When do people go to the press?
In like the media or something?
Why do you want to go to the media?
So what if it goes into the media?
Why would it go to the media?
Because my family are aristocrats.
Coming up,
Has he just nicked someone's bike?
West End pickpockets give detectives the runaround,
Foot chase, Leicester Square.
and a shoplifter's lunch plans are in tatters.
You're supposed to go and consider policies and really reach to the real and I think it's just empty.
How much did you pay for that? £40. And this one, where did this one come from? You don't know. So you've been into New Look today, yeah? In Sports Direct? Okay, did you pay for the goods you bought in New Look?
Yes.
Do you have a receipt for them?
I think yes.
I don't have any receipts here from you, look. Or Sports Direct.
You don't have any?
No.
When we get somebody in the holding room who we've stopped for an obvious theft, it does get frustrating because all you want them to do is just, just be honest with us. Just tell us you haven't paid for this, we know you haven't paid for it, you've got no receipts, you've got no proof that you paid for it, you're not putting up a fuss that we're taking it off you, so clearly, you know that you're in the wrong.
You have to prove to us that you bought them, not the other way around.
Yeah, I understand. I really understand.
So I'll ask you another time, one more time, these goods from Sports Direct and New Look, were they paid for?
Do you have a bank statement on your phone?
I don't have my phone.
Our guards know the score. They know that she's taken the goods.
Do you want to tell me the truth? Have you paid for those goods from Sports Direct and New Look?
Do not have them back.
Right. We're not going to give them back to you because you don't have receipts for them.
So give her everything that she's got and then...
That's what you've got receipts for.
With the theft coming in at under £200, the police won't attend, so the guards are left with only one option.
So you're going to be banned from West Orchard Centre, the whole lot, for a year. If you come back in and you steal, then you'll be escalated to burglary because you've got a family order. That is yours. This gentleman will show you the way out. Don't come back in. It's fairly difficult to try and get the straight answer out of them, but we already know that they're going to lie to us, because if they admit it, then they know we can escalate it. But you can't pull the wool over our eyes.
That's the most that we can really do. Obviously issue the banning order, retain the goods that she's taken, and given her due warnings. That's as far as we can really go with that one. So yes, it's frustrating, but it's the result. It's a better result than her walking with the goods. So.
As night falls on the streets of London, a young man has been stopped in his well-heeled tracks outside an exclusive West End store.
What if it goes into the media?
Why will it go to the media?
My family are aristocrats.
Undercover detectives Steve and Adam have been called in to question the suspect.
Hello. Hello. How you doing? You good? Yeah, nice to see you. Good. Hello, mate. How are you? What we'll do, I'm going to ask you some questions, but first of all, I'm going to caution you.
By law, the undercover operatives can make a citizen's arrest.
What happened to them?
So, I went to go get the mince pies on the first floor, and then she said that there's perfectly with cognac butter, and I said, okay, can I get it? She said, on the basement. So I went down to the basement, so they had to phone call, and that's what happened. And yeah, I left the shop.
So you actually left the store?
I did, yeah.
Apparently he gets a phone call, so he decides to leave the store, starts walking up the road. Apparently he's sort of oblivious to the fact that he's got £270 worth of items in his bag that he hadn't paid for.
But you understand why he's detained you, because you've left the store.
I should say my local grocery stores.
But the issue is, obviously, you have left the store. I mean, you could have taken the phone call in the store or whatever.
We hear loads of different excuses as to sort of people leaving the store without paying. Someone using the phone is quite a common one, but this store in particular, the signal's absolutely fine in there. There's no real reason that he would have needed to have left the store to take a phone call.
As the theft is in excess of the £200 threshold, TMI can bring a private prosecution on behalf of the store.
So basically, what will happen is, we're going to put a report on, that will go to another team, and you will receive a letter in the post, basically, either saying that no further action, or it may give you a court date. And I will absolutely be banned for it.
I truly believe that if he wasn't detained and apprehended by the security team there and then, that he would have continued. I don't think he would have sort of, come back of his own accord to pay for the items.
Can I ask a really ridiculous question? Yes. It's really embarrassing. You're supposed to go and consider policy, and that you used to be and I think this just ends.
No.
Seemingly more concerned about his social calendar, a rude awakening might be popping through his letterbox. The West End is a haven for tourists, but amongst the throngs of holidaymakers are some unwelcome guests. The pickpockets who treat a trip to London as a working holiday.
Oh, it's busy.
Dippers, as they're known, are a constant thorn in TMI's side.
There's another phone? I know. That one's easy. Yeah.
The team keep an eye on unguarded phones.
There's a phone on the left.
Tens of thousands are stolen in the UK every year.
Directly in front of the sign that says, "Watch your phones."
Yeah.
You'll see a lot of people have their rucksack strapped to their front and they'll have their phones chained around their neck because they know that it's likely that someone will attempt to take their phone or take their wallet from their bag, maybe.
Today, Steve is on patrol in a pickpocket hotspot, Chinatown.
Where have the other two gone?
And sure enough, he spots two potential dippers out on the make who look like they're table surfing.
So what they're doing at the minute, they're walking through looking at everyone's table, and they've got paperwork on them, like a map or something like that, which they'll use as a bit of a distraction.
It's a favourite trick of dippers. They spot a phone on a table, approach the victim, put the map over the phone, ask for directions, and when they leave, the phone leaves with them.
Anyway, who are you working with? Two active table surfers in Chinatown, but they're probably going to head down towards Leicester Square. But they've actively been doing it in Chinatown, even though they've not been successful since I've started watching them. Like I say, they're hot on it, mate. They've tried it 3 or 4 times since we walked through. I'm just seeing if we've got any local units, because I don't want to stop 2 on their own. If one of them did it, I've got cuffs on me, and the other one will just run, so fair enough. So at least if it's a roll around, it's one-on-one.
Steve needs to keep tabs on the suspects without drawing their attention.
So they're both out. Has he just nicked someone's bike?
And my local Bobby team react to Steve's call.
They've just passed you, it's grey cap and blue cap. Mate, they're hot on it, they've attempted so many times. Yeah, so blue cap's on bike, grey cap literally have tried Chinatown about 5 times. They're not just off the phones, they'll do a bag theft if possible. He's just nicked that bike from somewhere. Oh, it's not his, but yeah.
With the MLBs on board, the net is tightening.
Right. Yeah, of course. Oh, mate.
And after another failed attempt,
oh, they're going to go for it.
Steve has seen enough and decides to confront the men.
How's things, alright? What are you up to in Chinatown with your maps? Where are you going? Foot chase, Leicester Square. Stand by.
The second they've got to the bottom of the stairs, they've both just sprinted off.
The newest member of the West Orchards team is 24-year-old Paige.
My dad used to be a security guard for Debenhams. I've accidentally ended up following in his footsteps, which has worked out well. I've been working in West Orchards now for just under 2 months. I think it took more of an adjustment for the guys than it did for me, because obviously they're used to it being all testosterone and all manly and everything, then all of a sudden this female comes in there like, oh, we've got to change how we have banter with each other and everything, and then I just slid right in there and joined in with all the banter and I realised, oh no, it's okay, she's going to fit in perfectly well here.
She's all kitted out and ready for action.
That doesn't look right.
And it doesn't take long for her to come across a potential situation.
Just spotted an IC2 male. He just, there's something about the way he's acting just caught my eye as I'm walking past. So keep an eye on him, monitoring him. He's also caught the attention of the members of staff in there as well. So I'm just going to sort of hang back a little bit.
Although she's new to the team, already she can spot when something doesn't smell right.
when I'm shopping myself, the last thing I'm doing is looking around, trying to find out where security guards are, trying to find where the blind spots are and things like that. So when I'm walking past a shop and I see someone, you know, exhibiting these behaviours, it sort of sends a little alarm bell off in the back of my head. He's definitely clocking about, looking at where the staff are and tucking items underneath other items on his arm. It's a bit suspicious, so just going to keep on monitoring him and see what goes on from there.
The man is joined by a group in the store who continue the suspicious behaviour.
Just seems to be sort of darting backwards and forwards in the store, taking things off hangers and then throwing them over the displays, picking up random things, taking them over to the fitting rooms, trying a couple of bits on, bringing them back out again. So you're in full control.
Go ahead.
With the situation escalating, Page radios Phil in control to get all available cameras focused on the store.
Yeah, we say you've got the one. So we've got a group of IC2 males and females in the store that sells the Boss, Versace, Armani, etc. So obviously quite a target for higher end shoplifters.
Page is joined by Zulu 9, Mark.
Currently got one in the fitting room that they were keeping an eye on. When it's a gang of shoplifters, you definitely keep your eyes open. They tend to break off into smaller groups when they go into a shop because they've got more of an opportunity of being able to take something if they sort of split off into twos or threes. So you've got to try and keep an eye on every single person within that group. They just had a phone call through from the outlet store. I've had another, I think it was 5 in total, IC2s in there, wandering about and everything. So now they've decided to come into this one.
With the group in store growing by the minute, Page and Mark are in danger of being swamped. Coming up, drunk and disorderly. And
yes, he's heading up to level 1, entering the toy shop.
A suspected shoplifter wants to play, but not pay.
Let's have a look in your bag, please. Right. You know what? Let me have a look in your bag.
West Orchards is one of over 1,000 shopping centres across the UK being hit hard by shoplifters. Fighting back are a team of security guards who pull out all the stops to track them down and recover the goods. On patrol, there's a new member of the team, but it's not a complete stranger.
See this thing here? My first major job was Debenhams at West Orchard Shopping Centre, and then obviously Debenhams shut down, and then West Orchard called me up and said to me, do you want to start doing a few little jobs here and there here? And that's where I am now.
And today is Halloween, when witches and demons come out to play. But West Orchards is looking like a ghost town.
It's very quiet today, surprisingly, but hopefully it will start picking up soon. Hopefully, need something to do.
Corey's words soon come back to haunt him when he spots a woman he's had dealings with in the past.
Here's Zulu 7's patrol.
Hello.
Got a female heading towards our door, Smithwood Way door. She's looks like she's on it.
Receive Zulu 7. I'll keep the cameras on.
Senior guard Lewis is close by and offers backup.
Yeah, I'm just coming out of Peacock's. What's the description?
She's got a black blazer, black headscarf, black boots and blue jeans. She's got a big sort of like bag for life on the left-hand side.
Yeah, I've got her coming into the centre now, Zulu 7. Yeah, she's heading up to level 1, entering the toy shop. Right, she's leaving the store now. That bag seems to have more stuff in it than she went in with. Might be worth having a look at her.
The toy shop staff confirm the woman put items in her bag and left without paying.
Yeah, receive control. I'll make a stop on an hour.
The suspect has had a good head start on Lewis, so he needs to step on the gas.
Can I just stop you there, my love, 1 second? Can I just have a look in your bag, please? Right. You know what? Let me have a look in your bag. Wait. Where are the bits you've had? Yeah, it's on the box. No, come on. What? Come on, boss. No, you haven't. This way. No, come on. Yeah, we've got the time. You're not holding Toy Town. You're not holding things. I'm not going to run anywhere. So you know why you've been stopped, yes? Yes. For the theft of the toys, yeah? So put your phone away, we're just going to take you back into the holding room and we're going to deal with this, alright? Follow me this way.
The woman seemed calm and in control as she's led back to the centre's holding room.
Just take a seat a moment.
Don't be vaping in here, please.
Oh, nice little foil line bag for you as well, eh?
Not mine.
It's not yours. You've got it on you, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got it.
So it is yours today?
Today it is, yeah.
So this isn't just shoplifting, it's also classed as going equipped because it's foil lined, okay?
Alright.
So you're committing another offence. Sit down because obviously you're not going anywhere in a hurry. Till the toy shop decide whether they want to call the police or not. You're with us for a bit, alright?
A foil-lined bag is a favourite bit of kit for shoplifters. Put your booty in the bag and the store alarms won't ring. This stop is about to get more serious.
2 active table surfers in Chinatown, but they're probably going to head down towards Leicester Square. But they've actively been doing it in Chinatown. You know, they have not been successful since I've started watching them.
In central London, TMI undercover detective Steve is trailing 2 suspects trying to execute one of the pickpockets' oldest and most successful blags, table surfing.
But they've actively been doing it in Chinatown. You know, they have not been successful since I've started watching them.
After confronting them,
What are you up to in Chinatown with your maps? Where are you going?
they made a run for it.
Foot chase, Leicester Square. Stand by, towards Charing Cross Road. Left. Stand by. Generally towards Covent Garden. The second they've got to the bottom of the stairs, they've just bolted out of Burger King and we've chased them all around the area. So right on St Martin's Lane. It's a temporary loss. Is that it? It's a loss on Garrick Street.
The men get away for now.
It's frustrating, however, it's sort of one of those things. So I've got quite good, clear imagery of them, so that will be circulated to the uniform teams. We've got a sort of intelligence sharing network in the area, so their photos will be uploaded to that.
But now they're on Steve's radar, it's just a matter of time. Across the city, on the edge of Fitzrovia, an area of multi-million-pound flats and high-end businesses, my local bobbies are out on patrol, dealing with the day-to-day. Funded by local retailers, their main role is to prevent shoplifters. But a typical shift can be anything from an unofficial tour guide of London to dealing with antisocial behaviour.
Showtime.
Yeah.
And they just received an alert from a local restaurant about 3 men disturbing the diners.
What's going on there?
Excuse me. Can you help my friend up?
Bro, you're right. I can't sit here.
I tried to pick him up, he fell and he went back down again.
Need an ambulance. That's up to you, mate, but, you know, I'll find out a solution to help you.
I understand.
The team's first instinct is to try and help the man who appears to be in some distress. But he doesn't seem to want their help.
Well, trainers, bro. All the trainers. We're over here.
He's claiming his ankle is injured and he can't walk.
When they're getting seen to by the doctors in the hospital, and it'll get worse.
He hits the deck, but whether that's injury related or alcohol induced, the local bobbies can't tell. But when he starts to get violent,
Oh man, he's actually going to make it worse, man.
they need to move him on. And he's not happy. In West Orchards, guards Paige and Mark have eyes on a gang acting suspiciously in one of the centre's premium stores.
They're over there now. Coats and shorts.
The thing is, they don't want to leave now, because if they leave now, it makes it blatantly obvious what it was they were trying to do. So now they're trying to go around and find the cheapest things they can so they can go and buy them to make it look like that's what they were looking for.
With Paige and Mark being hopelessly outnumbered, guards Lewis and Keith arrive as backup.
It's 6 in there in total. There's 5 walking about and 1 in the fitting room.
It's now a standoff between the guards and the gang in the store.
It's weird how they're going to pay for random little bits here and there instead of just waiting until they've got everything they want and then going to pay for it.
It's the power of distraction, my God.
And one thing's for sure, the guards aren't giving up anytime soon.
I'm here all day.
Same as.
If they want to wait it out, they can wait it out for as long as they want, but I'm not shifting.
And whilst the boots on the ground make their presence known, the eyes in the sky are recording every single detail.
At the moment, this group have been in for quite some time now, probably 20 minutes or so. It's sort of classic situation where they've all gone in and they're sort of splitting up and they're going different directions, picking up different things, trying on different things, passing different things to each other. It's very much where they try and sort of confuse almost, and something ends up going in a bag or something ends up being kept on by somebody and so detagged. They've got all sorts of tricks.
It has now become like a game of chess. They keep on double checking over here to make sure we're still here. So they know that we're aware of what they're doing. They're just waiting for us to make a mistake and then they're going to make their move, but it's not going to happen. We know they're up to no good, but they're trying to make it look like they are genuinely shopping. So who's going to back down first? Are we going to give up and walk away and then that's their opportunity to take something? Or are they going to back down and just leave and then it makes it obvious what their intentions were? I enjoy it because I can tell that it's annoying them at the fact they're not able to do anything. They're literally the only ones in the store now, all of the staff are watching them. They know that they're being watched. I'm getting stared at by one of them now. They can try their luck, but I doubt they get very far.
Finally, Paige's patience pays off.
2 of these males have now just left and gone straight to the ground floor and they've left the centre.
They are definitely annoyed because they've had to spend money they didn't want to spend.
Whiskey Oscar Charlie. You've got a group of 3 IC2 males, 2 IC2 females. We just want to keep an eye on as they make their way forward.
Phil passes on the intel on the suspects to city centre security.
We're watching from here, and we've seen half of the group going to another retailer, and then half of the group still standing outside. So we're just working together to see if we can actually stop these, get them out of town settled, or at least catch them in the act.
And it doesn't take long for Keith's suspicions to be realised.
That one there is just put the jacket on, so he's a potential shoplifter. Inside the shop is now de-tagging.
Experienced shoplifters carry tools to remove security tags.
Doing 1-5 control.
Go ahead.
The one that Charlie said was de-tagging, that's him near the bin here.
From his vantage point, Keith directs city centre security to the suspect.
They've witnessed this gentleman removing the alarm tags. So the security for this precinct have now put a stop him.
It's a good result all round, especially for new girl Paige, who was first on the scene.
They've been caught trying to de-tag items, so they've come out with the intention of stealing. Another good catch from myself and the guys though. Their chances today were very slim and fingers crossed they won't attempt it in the future because they know that we're going to be on them.
not all shoplifters are so easily deterred. Lewis and Corey have stopped a woman suspected of stealing toys.
Let's have a look in your bag, please. Right. You know what? Let me have a look in your bag. Wait. Go on, after you.
They discover she was going equipped to steal.
Oh, nice little foil-lined bag for you as well, eh?
Potentially escalating the charge to a 3-year prison sentence.
That's your bag. I think what we're going to do, because you've clearly come out today just to
Extremely
be stupid.
bad.
Can't you pay for them? No. No. Have you got the money to pay for them?
Yeah.
Have you cash or card?
Cash. Yes.
Show me you've got enough cash to pay for them. We might be able to resolve it locally for you.
As the woman counts out her cash, Lewis tells her a few home truths.
That toy shop's just opened, okay? Every sale to them is profit at the moment, and to see if it's going to work. So you stealing 50 quid's worth of stock, he's hitting them in the pocket, you understand? So next week they might have to cut two members of the staff down because they haven't got the money to pay them. Are you being forced to do it? Because if you are being forced to do it, we can help you. So what's going on? Tell me.
The guy who came in.
The one that my colleague.
He owes money for drugs.
He owes money for drugs. So how come you're getting his money for him? Is he threatening you?
No, he's not. The drug dealers are.
The drug dealers are threatening him?
Yeah.
Are you related to him or?
He's your best mate.
Just your best mate? So you're trying to help him out? So you're just trying to help him out?
The drug dealer wants to.
I know you're banned from the centre. So that's it. You know. No, I get it.
The next thing for dead last night.
Is that?
It was smashed into pieces.
There's better ways of going about it.
They broke all my ribs.
They broke your ribs?
Yeah, they broke the ribs. Because they said I could get money for it.
Right. So I know you're best friends with him, but my advice, it's probably easier said than done, but try and keep your distance from him. I know he's your friend. He's got himself into this mess. There is agencies, organisations out there to help him get out of this mess. But you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be going, you shouldn't be getting beaten and getting me broken ribs just for a friend, you know?
The manager from the toy shop arrives in full Halloween costume. It's her decision on how to deal with the situation.
She's got the money on to pay, so we're going to bring her back to the store shortly.
Okay.
Take the items.
Yes, I'm the manager.
We're sorry for us.
Sorry. Yeah, good one. And you're a bad mood today.
Something like that. You won't be allowed back in the shop. If I see you,
I do apologise.
My staff to tell you to
I'm
leave.
so sorry. I shouldn't be doing this about you.
So this will be a 1-year ban from West Orchards and every shop inside of West Orchards. If you're seen in here, you'll be escorted out. If you decide stupidly enough to come back and shoplift again during your ban, that'll be classed as burglary because you're trespassing while shoplifting. That's your copy. Once your ban's up, and as long as it's been clean and you haven't been in, we get rid of it. We're gonna hang on before you go. We're gonna take you back to the store. Okay, you can pay for these.
I can't afford them if I can't keep them.
You haven't got to keep them if you put it.
Can you just keep them for me?
Yes.
Thank you.
So we're gonna walk with you. We're not gonna hold on to you. Listen, you rush it off. You're not gonna rush off. Stand back here for a minute. You're gonna walk with us, okay? Okay. You start to run. We'll have to go away. Okay.
The woman has agreed to pay for the items and everything seems to be settled.
Can you walk me out the door, please?
Yeah, we'll walk you to the toy shop and we'll walk you out the centre.
But she has a sudden change of heart.
I can't afford it. You're going to take them?
You're going to pay for them?
I can't afford it.
Coming up,
Catch me.
it's all getting too much on the streets of London.
What's it?
And a suspect tries to default on a deal.
I do feel sorry for you, but we've got a job to do, and we've got stock to save for our tenants. You agreed to pay for them on the condition that we let you go. You're going to pay for them, okay? If you don't wish to pay for them, we'll take you back in there, we're going to sit there for hours and wait for the police.
In the heart of central London, 3 my local bobbies are moving on 3 men who seem to be the worst for wear. And one of them is going kicking, screaming, and punching. And despite an injured ankle, he's so far refused the MLB's offer of calling an ambulance.
Come on, man. Come this way, man. Well, come on, man, let's go. You're gonna call the ambulance, yeah?
Sit down then.
I wish I could. Catch me.
What's it? What's it?
As he hits the ground once more,
put your bag on your head, bud. Take your bag off.
The MLBs decide enough is enough. He's not competent to make a rational decision, so they call for assistance.
Ambulance, please. The situation is, we've got an IC5 gentleman where he's injured his leg, on his left leg, and he can no longer walk.
Hope you will be okay.
Yeah, fine. It's 45, yeah.
Just lie down. Just lie down.
Has he been in a fight or anything?
No.
Got a lot of bruising around his knuckles.
Yeah, it was a fight.
How much have we had to drink?
Too much.
Bit too much.
We tried to drink to take the pain away, but
Does this hurt when I'm pressing? Oh, goodness me.
yeah.
Should we get you in the ambulance and do a couple of checks there?
Come, bro.
Let's get you in the ambulance, man.
The man finally gives in, and the team help him into the ambulance. Catching shoplifters was the main reason for setting up My Local Bobby. But whenever there's anyone in need on their patch, they're always there to help. In West Orchards, guards Corey and Lewis have detained a suspected shoplifter.
Have you got the money to pay for them?
Yeah.
Have you cash or card?
Cash. Yes.
Show me you've got enough cash to pay for them, we might be able to resolve it locally for you.
After agreeing to pay for the goods, the woman suddenly had a change of heart.
I can't afford it. You're going to take them.
You're going to take them.
I've just seen the cash.
Yeah, but it's not one.
You just offered to pay for them. Okay, let's stop here. Let's stop here now. You just offered to pay for them. You offered to pay for them.
Oh, yeah, I'm not scared.
Listen, I do feel sorry for you, but we've got a job to do, and we've got stock to save for our tenants. You agreed to pay for them on the condition that we let you go. You're going to pay for them, okay? If you don't wish to pay for them, we'll take back in there, we're going to sit there for hours and wait for the police.
I'm scared now. I'm scared.
Unfortunately, you've shown me the money. We're going to have to take it back to the store and pay for these. Okay? So let's go back to the store and we'll get them paid for. Then you can be gone. Okay?
Nowadays, no, there isn't such a thing as a typical shoplifter. Get them in all sort of shapes and sizes, different forms. You've got your stereotypical ones that do it obviously to sort of feed their drug habits. But then you get people that are sort of just opportunists. Nowadays, there isn't sort of a typical shoplifter anymore.
70% of Class A drug use is funded by shoplifting. It's a depressing statistic that the guards know only too well.
I think we've kind of heard all the stories in the book, haven't we? It just kind of gets to a point now where you just kind of like, as harsh as it sounds, you get a bit numb to it.
It's another shoplifter done and dealt with, but the guards are left feeling saddened by her story, whether it's true or not.
She was saying that she's helping a friend. She's upset because he got beaten up. He's in debt when it comes to drugs. She may have been in that situation, but I think she was playing on it quite a bit to sort of see if we let her off. Yeah, see if we let her off and whatnot.
I advise heading out of town because I just watch you on cameras all day, okay?
Well, all of that stuff in there, that even the follow line, it must have been really followed up, because when she walked past me, it looked like it was...
Oh yeah, we're one of the cheap jobs.
Back in the holding room, the guards take a closer look at the woman's bag, and whether she's being forced to steal or not, she's got all the gear.
Straight away you could tell it's a foil line from how rigid it is. It's not just like a normal gift bag, so straight away at the top, quite neat with the brown tape around all the way around it. From the equipment she's been using and, you know, the thought she's put into it, yeah, I'd class her as a pro.
I don't think our shop here would have been the only one she would have hit. I think she definitely would have probably gone back somewhere else.
When I first started in the security industry,
tugged at my heartstrings when they started to say they've been forced to go into these shops to steal a substantial amount of stock. But as the years have progressed and I've gained more experience, I don't accept them at all, no.
Next time.
She's out, she's out. Ready?
A swoop on a suspect in London's West End.
How you doing? You alright? Let's go back to the store, yeah?
A toy thief gives guards a run for their money.
Control to all Zulus. We've got a runner from Toy Town.
Receive control en route.
And busted at the bus stop.
Hello mate, you won't be getting on there. Come over here for a minute. In a minute, being detained, alright? Suspicion shoplifting.